HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this best of edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy. On today's edition of HCAM News, we're going to relive some great memories from the community from this past year. We start off with the annual Hopkinton High School Halloween Costume Contest. Here's a look.
That we have here are taking a picture of us right now. Best overall single or duo is Pennywise. Best overall small group, Blow Up Zoo. Congrats, Pennywise. Cheer or something, don't make it awkward. Congrats, Blow Up Zoo. Best overall large group is Clue. R.I.P. Most original or creative single or duo, Beetlejuice and Lydia.
Thank you very much. All one here for the
Most original or creative large group, Clue Characters again! Congrats, Clue Characters!
We're going to blow up here. You all stand up together.
Scariest individual or group is Pennywise. I feel like I should turn it off. Most engaging individual or group, Mario Kart.
The Boston Marathon took place this past October. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it was moved to the fall. And prior to the big day, Hopkinton town officials recognized the Boston Athletic Association for hosting their 125th Boston Marathon.
The historic and unbreakable ties connecting Greece, Hopkinton, and Boston Marathon. The Consulate General of Greece in Boston is proud to be part of the history, but also the present of Boston Marathon, and of course of its cooperation with the BAA. I was thinking about our connections with the BAA, but I could never imagine of the last one I found out when the chairman of the BAA told me that 4% of his non-Irish DNA is Greek. So one more bond, and we are particularly honored to bring and present every year wreaths from Greece for the winners of the Boston Marathon. And as you know, these wreaths symbolize the historical roots of the marathon and its connections to ancient Greece, democracy, and the Olympic ideal of fair play.
But it's not just statues. Our newest school bears the name Marathon School. The street separating the town common from Main Street is Marathon Way. And our newest, and I guess probably our first brewery, is Start Line. But let us not forget what I consider to be the crowning jewel once it's completed, is the International Marathon Center. It's safe to say that the stature of the Boston Marathon and its ties to the town of Hopkinton was part of the inspiration for the creation and vision of the International Marathon Center. The town of Hopkinton and Board of Selectmen, I'd like to present Dr. Michael O'Leary with this. All starts here.
Run Boston strong, we won't be run asunder. Hate won't win out, love wins the final turn. No turning back, take back our spirit and thunder. Spirit forge on as we run Boston strong.
Two people that are noted in this collage of pictures are Dick Hoyt and Gloria Ratty, two people that we lost this year. That had a profound effect, especially Gloria. Gloria, she maintained all the history of the marathon.
Looking at the head side of the coin, you'll see in bold points across the top, John Warren Masonic Lodge. Then along the top of the start line, Boston Marathon is printed. Noting the importance of Hopkinton is written 4 times. We've got it all over, and we've got Dottie's sign right there too.
Whereas the Boston Athletic Association will celebrate the 125th Boston Marathon on October 11th, 2021, and whereas the Boston Athletic Association was established on March 15, 1887 by its first president, Robert F. Clark, and whereas athletes and coaches from the Boston Athletic Association participated in the first modern Olympic Games in 1896 when the law
hereby congratulates the Boston Athletic Association on the 125th anniversary of the Boston Marathon, and be it further resolved that a copy of these resolutions be transmitted forthwith by the Clerk of the Senate and the House to the Boston Athletic Association. And it is signed by the Senate President, Karen Spilka, the Clerk of the Senate, the House Speaker, Ron Mariano, Senate President Karen Spilka, and Carolyn Dykeman, State Representative. So to the BAA, for all you do on this prestigious anniversary, congratulations.
Thank you. You're familiar with the term olive branch. This is an olive branch from Marathon, Greece. The symbolism is extremely powerful. I'm reminded that if you gaze on the seal of the United States, one of the tongs of the eagle is holding an olive branch. This is an extremely powerful symbol for me. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Stratos, I think you ought to come up here and help me make this presentation. And I think there's no one more fitting to receive this, and I'm sure you'll agree, than Tom Grook. So Tom, if you would, please accept this symbol from
HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Hopkinton Middle School hosted their annual 5K. Here's a look at the festivities from this past November. About 150 students at Hopkinton Middle School participated in the annual Hiller Block 5K on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. The students have been learning how to properly train to run a 5K and put the skills they've learned to the test.
Yeah, we've got a 5K for the middle school PE class that did a 5K training class as part of their PE curriculum.
The 26.2 Foundation organization hosted the event and tracked the times at the finish.
So this is really the kind of the reward for all the kids for the hard work that they have put in over the last, I'm not sure exactly how many weeks, but since the beginning of the school year, where they have learned every aspect of how to safely train for a 5K. So today was the big day for them.
Nice job,
to go out and show, to prove that they've learned how to do it, and they all did.
I think to get them active, give them a goal to reach, and do some training, get some physical fitness in. I'm not part of the PE program, but I'm a coach at the high school, so I love seeing kids get excited about running at a younger age.
Running is known to have many physical and mental benefits for people of all ages.
Benefits are endless. They can, good health obviously, they can get motivated to do other things. They can be more focused in their schoolwork and other activities. Especially with everything the kids have been through in the last few years with the pandemic. It's something they can always turn to. The kids on the high school team, they could always just go out for a run on their own, even if they weren't specifically training. If we didn't know when our next race was, when things kept getting postponed last year, they always have that to fall back on. And they can do it for their whole lives.
I think, there's so many benefits, you're right. So other than the obvious for physical health, I think that especially now, after what the kids have been through and are really still going through with the pandemic, that mental health has been so important. And this is just such a great way for kids to, have a positive experience, to get out there and, have some endorphins firing through their system. And I know for a lot of people, for a lot of friends of mine who run, it's an opportunity to just really either not think or think and work through issues that they might have. And it's great for reducing stress and anxiety. So there's a lot of benefits, both physical and mental.
First place finishers included Mohammed Beba for the boys and Lucy Jean for the girls. Second place for boys was Aaron Butkus and Liam Grady finished third. Second place for the girls was Alex Clark and Tegan Restaghini finished in third. Fellow students cheered on the runners at the finish line. Here's a look at some of the scenes. This past fall, the annual Art on the Center Trail display took place. Here's a look. The Hopkinton Cultural Council hosted their annual Art on the Trail exhibit. This year, it is dedicated to the 125th Boston Marathon and entitled A Walk to Inspire. The display began on October 7th and ends on the 17th, and features artwork submitted by local artists throughout the 1.1-mile trail. The display kicked off with a brief ceremony and some of the artists on the scene to talk about their work.
Hi. Welcome to Art on the Trail. We have tons of people to thank, which Nina and Darlene will do momentarily, but we thank them because they are the co-chairs of this whole project. So great job, Darlene and Nina. Pulling this all together. My name is Alana Cassidy. I'm the chair of the Hopkinton Cultural Council. Very proud to be here today. Just a little bit about what the Hopkinton Cultural Council does, because we have a very important deadline coming up, and I want everyone to know, especially all the artists here, we receive grant funding from the Massachusetts Cultural Council to promote excellence, access, education, and diversity in the arts, sciences, and humanities to improve our community, economics, and quality of life. We prioritize supporting local artists, like all of you, as well as artists that reflect diverse cultures. I'm also an occupational therapist, and I actually work outdoors. I use equine movement and nature as my treatment tool, and it makes me so proud to see art and nature being so accessible to all those with many different abilities, many different needs. Now, people that might not normally get to be able to walk in a museum, or might not go to Boston to travel to a museum, they can have this so accessible. And I think what's really great about Art on the Trail is it brings together so many pieces of our community.
I want to point out again to what Ilana said. If there is one piece that you should not miss, and that talks about the mental health of what the trail provides. If all else fails, there is hope on the trail. And please, that's I think in this COVID time, as we come out of it, that is one thing that really resonates with me, and I hope everyone enjoys it. And thank you to everyone that participated, the artists, the supporters, the people that came to hang it, and everyone that was part of this process. So thank you.
I'm gonna say you can't miss Owen's statue on the trail. There's a mother and daughter who have total of 3 paintings here. Nia and Kathy, are you guys here?
I just saw them.
Okay, so they're here. And which is kind of cool. They have just moved to Hopkinton, and they were one of the first ones to submit. This was a juried art show. There's about close to 20 pieces that are juried in, and then some pieces that like Michael Alfano's, which is a renowned piece from the running wheel that's been at home at the HCA for probably about 10 years. And then there's a statue from Spain, and then we just laminated a couple prints that are, one is Nancy Bailey's iconic from the 100th, and Mary Holden, who's a local artist, we laminated her recent piece, which is a montage to Hopkinton. You'll see artists that are for amateurs or some things that are just kind of, when you hit the entering Brookline sign that Barbara Webster's put up, you know it's time to turn around and head back to Hopkinton. But enjoy, and you'll see it all down there.
If you want to walk the trail and check out some of the great artwork, parking is available in the Respite Center parking lot on the left side of Claflin Place, just off of Main Street. For more information about Art on the Trail, head over to hcam.tv.
Yeah, this is the library, right?
That's the Hopkinton. Oh, that's the old one. Before
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and then this is the Ashland Clock Tower. That's Natick Church on the, it's right on the Common. That's a train station in Framingham. This is like a dorm in Wellesley. That's Coolidge Corner. That's BC. And that's Fenway.
Isn't that awesome? On the roof. Nice idea. Love it.
It's time to take a look at our picture of the week. The Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity basketball team stands for the national anthem prior to their 79-45 season opening win at home versus Westboro. Upcoming town government meetings include on Tuesday, January 4th at 7 p.m., the Conservation Commission will be live on HCAM TV. And on Tuesday, January 6th at 7 p.m., the School Committee, which will be live on HCAM Ed. For all upcoming town government meetings, head over to hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News. Don't worry, next Thursday at 6:30 p.m., we'll be back. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy, and from all of us at HCAM, we wish you very happy holidays and a happy new year, and thank you for supporting your local community television station, HCAM. Take care, be well, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.